I post a lot about books and self-development on my Instagram, and I recently got a DM asking, so how do I heal? And that's exactly what inspired me to make this video. Hi, I'm Taylor and welcome back to my channel. I make videos about self-development and fashion, so if you are interested in that, please subscribe and leave a comment down below if you like this video, if you don't like this video, if you like me, if you don't like me. Everyone is constantly having something that they need to heal. How do I heal from a heartbreak? How do I heal from depression? How do I heal from anxiety? How do I heal from this traumatic event that happened to me? How do I heal overall? How do I heal my body? We're constantly asking the question of how do I heal from something, and some of us do the work and some of us do not do the work. If I had to answer the general question of how do I heal, no matter what the circumstances are, no matter how severe they are or not, I would probably say my best advice is this: when you get sick of your own shit. And that's just that. I can give you every single book I've ever read about healing. I can tell you every single circumstance that has happened in my life that I've had to heal from. I can show you every single article I've read about mental health. I can give you the conversations of every single doctor I've had, every single psychiatrist that I've had, every single therapy session. And at the end of the day, what I've learned about healing, and even seeing people around me have to heal from certain things, is that you are not going to heal until you are sick of yourself. Until you're sick of waking up every single day and feeling like you're never going to be good enough, like you're never going to be better, sick of feeling down and depressed, sick of feeling anxious, sick of letting people walk all over you. You are never going to heal from anything until you become totally, utterly disgusted and sick of yourself. It's really hard because I've looked at relationships that I've been in or that friends have been in, and you know, it's always those people that you're like, why are you not leaving? Like, how can this person do so much to you and you don't leave? And the thing is you're never going to leave until you're ready to, and you're never going to heal until you're ready to. You won't quit that job until you're ready to. You won't move to a new city until you're ready to. You won't leave that relationship until you're ready to. You won't make very big change until you're ready to. It's that saying, you can bring a horse to water but you can't make it drink. My mom used to always tell me that when I was younger. I've had to learn that in my healing journey, and I've also had to learn that in trying to help people with their healing journeys, is that I can give you so much advice. I can make a video on advice every single week, tell you how to heal everything, tell you exactly what I've been doing with my mental health, with my physical health, and at the end of the day, you're never going to make the change unless you really want to and unless you're ready to. Sometimes it takes being pushed up against the wall to really make a change in your life. I know I had something like that happen to me over summer, where you don't have a choice but to bet on yourself, and you don't have a choice but to heal, because going on the way that you have is more excruciating than it is to actually do the work and heal. And that's exactly where everything clicks and everything changes. The most healed people I have met, the most humble people I've met, the most loving and kind people I have met have been through the most excruciating pain. So I do believe that sometimes people just haven't hurt bad enough. I think people that go into relationships and they play games and they play all these mind tricks and they treat people like shit, they have not hurt enough. And I know there's a saying that hurt people, but I truly think if you've been hurt bad enough, you would never want anybody to go through the same pain that you've been through. So I do think that some people just haven't reached their breaking point yet, and it's your job to leave those people where they're at and let them reach that on their own, because trust me, they will. And I think everyone is faced with the decision of, do I want to change who I am, or do I want to continue being the person that I am now, who's in so much pain? And it's unfortunate, but it takes a lot of courage to also make that change. So please be patient with yourself if you're not there yet. There's nothing wrong with not feeling ready and not feeling okay. I remember it was the 4th of July and it was my freshman year of college, and I was at this party completely belligerent out of my mind. And I had a conversation with this guy who, by the way, I have no idea who this person is. I have no idea. I couldn't even pinpoint them in a room. I don't know if they went to my school. Like, this is how out of my mind I was, but I also will never forget this conversation. So basically we're talking and I'm like drunk, spilling my whole life story out as young freshman college girls do. And basically I was telling him, I was like, yeah, like I hit my rock bottom in high school. I was so depressed, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, you haven't. And I was like, what? I was like, no, I promise you, I literally wanted to unalive myself. Like I did reach my rock bottom. And he was like, you can always go further. And I was like, okay, this is killing my vibe. Like, I don't even want to entertain this conversation anymore because I feel like you're putting a maloke on me. After that, I will never forget that conversation because it can always go further. I've unfortunately had to learn that the hard way. And I promise you, from that point on, I have had so many breaking points in my life, so many crashes in my life, so many things fall apart, friendships end, relationships end, mental health spiraling out of control. I've had so many breaking points where I'm like, when is this going to end? I feel like I'm on a never-ending roller coaster of just up and down and up and down and up and down. And that is the biggest indicator that you are actually healing. And I know it sounds weird because you're like, oh my God, what is going on? But if you were just staying the same and your life was staying the same and nothing was changing around you, you wouldn't have the ups and downs. You would just be like this. Healing isn't linear, it is a circle. So when one lesson is learned, another one is activated. Just like they say, with every ending comes a new beginning, and it is so true. And it's very unfortunate because I know when times like that happen in our lives, we feel like we're just never gonna get better and things are always happening. I know I've gotten stuck in the mental loop of when is this going to end? When is my life finally going to be good? And that's the thing about healing and evolving your own soul, is that life is good, but in order to change, you have to have your breaking moments. You have to break away from the parts of you that are no longer serving you, from the people that are no longer serving you, and you constantly have to be going up, even though it might look like it's going like this. Spirituality is not all love and light. If anything, I would say it's one of the darkest journeys you can possibly go on, which is why I don't really fall into the mainstream media of spirituality and just all this like woo-woo type of stuff that's like, oh my God, yes, peace, love. Yes, that is inevitably like what you are going to reach once you end up healing certain things and finding peace in the healing and coming to terms and accepting things that have happened in the past. But overall, ever since I started my spiritual journey, it has been really dark. You uncover a lot of things about yourself that you had no idea. You see a lot of things with other people. Your environment has to change. The people you're around has to change. Everything has to change. And that's really scary because I don't really think humans are wired for change. I know I always was very adaptable, but I hate change. I will resist it at every single cost that I possibly can, which is very weird considering even in this past year, I've literally moved to 4 different cities. So you would think obviously this girl is like great with change, but no, I'm awful with it. Hence why I feel like I'm constantly spiraling out of control. Healing is depressing. It's confusing. It's constantly being in a state of grieving your old self and your old life. It's a dark road that not a lot of people can actually handle. But on the other side of that road is truth and clarity and peace and joy and authenticity and your true soul essence and your true self. And I really do believe that's kind of what we all want. We all want love. We all want acceptance. We all want to wake up every day and be like, oh my God, life is so beautiful, and be happy with what we're doing, happy with the people that we're around, finding peace and joy in the little moments in life. We want to be able to feel okay with ourselves and not feel like the world is constantly against us. You will be motivated to heal when you cannot take one more day in your life anymore. You will be motivated to heal when you cannot think the same thoughts anymore. You will be motivated to heal when you literally have to become a different person. And with that is going to involve you dying to yourself and everything that you thought and everything around you and everyone around you, and literally birthing a new person. And that is very, very dark. Kind of like real birth. Like everything that's born is born in the dark. Everything that's created is born in the dark. When you're healing and transforming, it's going to be dark and it's going to be scary, and you need to allow yourself to feel that way and to feel all the feelings that are coming up and understand that you're not crazy and you're just healing. Healing is not a good feeling. I'm sorry, it's not. But you're never going to do the work until it costs you more to not do the work. Until your peace every single day and your sanity every single day becomes way too expensive. You need to become sick of yourself. You need to become sick of people treating you terribly. You need to become sick of waking up every day and not being able to pursue your passions and your purpose. You need to become sick of staying in the relationship where you don't feel recognized and you don't feel appreciated. You need to become sick of feeling sick, and you need to become sick of feeling in pain. And then and only then will you be able to choose the path of healing. Now, I know this video is shorter than some of the other ones that I've made, but I really wanted to get this out there because it was a channeled message from a few nights ago actually, and I wrote everything down because I was like, I cannot forget this. This is so important. And I think it is one of the most important things to recognize, that you know, I can make so many videos for you on every single topic known to man, and at the end of the day, you're never gonna apply it until you're ready to, and you'll only be ready to when you become sick of yourself and your own shit. That being said, I send all my love to you guys, and I really encourage you, if you haven't stepped into your healing journey, please do it. It is one of the scariest days of your life, but I promise you will finally find that peace and that love when you actually go on to this healing journey, and you'll see the magic of life and of people, and, you know, not feeling so pessimistic all the time, and you'll finally find peace with yourself and with the world around you. I think that's really just all we want. I know we all want our own get out of jail free card, but unfortunately it does not work like that. You have to do the hard work in order to get to the good parts of life, and in order to really be able to see everything clearly and feel all the feels. Honestly, I think we try to push out our emotions so much, but we just all want to feel at peace, and we all want to feel loved and accepted and validated. I invite you to step onto the path of discovering the darker side of yourself, discovering the side of yourself that's been lost in the shadows, that really needs that TLC. We all have our own soul plans, we all have our own evolutionary journey, and it is up to you to take initiative and get control of your life and start to heal. It's not an overnight process, but I promise you it does get easier as you go along, and as you kind of get used to going through these lessons and these processes and these cycles of life, you start to recognize, oh, okay, this is just me upgrading and me up-leveling my life. The more lessons you learn and the more obstacles you can overcome, the higher you can go and the brighter you can shine. So give yourself the chance to be bright. Wow, I'm gonna cry. Just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna be one of those girls that like cries on camera all the time. Okay, well, I hope you liked this video. I hope whatever I was saying resonated with you, and if you like more videos like this, comment down below what you would like to see. I'm overall here just to help people and spread my knowledge and my understanding and my healing journey, because it has been very long and it is still continuing to this day, but I hope that I can help you in whatever way that I can, whether that's with the clothes that you wear or with your mind and with mental health. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Ew, I hate that.